Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Fawn, here of course with a single player stream today, and we're continuing the hunt for the Ideas Guy achievement. So that is starting as a custom nation with a full 800 points, but no more than 3 total development, have a monthly income of at least 500 ducats. It's definitely doable. We're doing fairly well. It's 1546, and we're almost making 100 total income. Now, there is that. So, hello, average. First here, I see. And I think I might actually have the game muted. 1 second. Oh, nope, just quiet on my end. Okay, let's see, what was I doing? Buying on the Ottomans. Okay. Still behind in tech, I see. Economic. Russian frontiers. Iberian frontiers, more accurately. I'm gonna have to kick the English out of Colombia, aren't I? Are they allied with? Oh, everybody. That is a nasty alliance right there between England, Spain, and Portugal. Okay. How am I doing? States are good. Money's coming in. Okay, it's been a little while, so I have to reground myself on what I've been doing. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. Considering we outdevelop, I think, pretty much all the other great powers, we're in great shape. Do I play an instrument? I kind of, if playing is what you want to call it. I know how to play the piano half decently well, like really badly, I should say. And I also know how to play the guitar. Oh, and I know how to play the violin a bit. Unfortunately, my violin teacher didn't like me using it more as a fiddle than a violin. So that's why I never finished learning that in school and stuff. Okay. What are we going to do here? Pretty much just build up. Although I really do want to find a way to attack Great Britain without triggering the Spanish and other stuff. Yeah. Hello everyone. What's up? You just asked my name. Yeah, that's what I called the country. Just so that everybody knows who I am in this. Not that it's too much of a question. Actually, to be accurate, I don't actually play the violin. My hands and stuff are too large for that. I play the viola if I play a violin. Which is really weird because you don't think of violas as very common instruments. You play like fiddles, but that's what I had to do. Yeah. I'd like to learn how to play it actually, like officially someday, but it would take a long time. Let's get that tech. We've got 4 years, and then we have printing press. Oh, I can sing. Oh, I definitely can sing. I definitely can sing, but I don't know how weird it would be to try and run an internet band. That would be pretty strange. No one in the same hemisphere. Wow. A couple people in the same hemisphere. I always forget that the Palatinate is doing half decently well in this game, or was until they got crushed by a coalition. This is the Dutch Palatinate, interestingly enough. Yeah. Internet band. Also, everybody, if you guys enjoyed the thumbnail, that is due to Max, who has now been promoted to the most honorable, the Marquess Max, in case people are curious. And that is due to the work on the thumbnails. So Max has now been promoted to a noble. Because why not? Okay, if we've got that there, I really could use another fort up here, couldn't I? Actually, that blocks all passage, doesn't it? Passage blocked. Okay, so I do still have that fort line there, but I do need another fort up here. Where's the most annoying place to place in this region? Forest, apparently. Fair enough. I'll stick it right there. There we go. Sorry about that, Kevin M. The multiplayer session, that seems to be the best time for people. I would do another session, but there's only so much I can talk a week. And seeing as I start up some new responsibilities this coming week, I'll have to keep an eye on what time I actually have to even record normally. I'd hate to have to cut back on it, but when it comes down to it, video gaming's not important as other things. Or at least I have yet to convince the world of this fact. Attrition for enemies would really help here, I think. How do you get promoted to a noble? Well, Max was promoted to a noble because Max has proven to be quite the loyal friend these past several weeks. He's been kind enough to do the thumbnails, so that's pretty much why. The other people who I have names for in my videos and stuff, it's because I know them personally. And they're friends. Considering we created what we called the, what was it called? The Court of the Sacred Oak, or COTSO, C-O-T-S-O. Just as fun, because we were playing them in Minecraft and we wanted a name. So yes, Max has joined the Court of the Sacred Oak, whether Max knows it or not. Okay, how are we doing drilling? I still need a lot more drill. Fort defense. The balalaika. I think learning the balalaika would be rather interesting. I've heard it a couple times. It's interesting sounding instrument. I mean, the other one that would be fun to learn, and I'm pretty sure everyone who's ever seen it or heard the name has wanted to learn, and that's the didgeridoo. That just sounds awesome to learn how to play the didgeridoo. Okay, I don't really think I've got anything going on much here at this moment. I think I'm just kind of sitting, teching up. I should... Oh wait, did I move my trade node? I think I did, right? Where is my trade node? Okay, it is in fact in Chesapeake Bay. Good. Though I really should find a way to get some more trade out of the Caribbean. Just kind of weird that you can't steer trade in some ways you think you could. In some ways I should divert my merchant to steer this trade north. Probably should actually. Once I get another merchant, that is. Which I could get one now. Let's do that. So rather than trying to compete in the Caribbean, we will avoid as much of the Caribbean as possible. And I will simply steer it up here to the Ohio River, which we dominate 100%, and then to the Chesapeake Bay. Perfect. And Diplotech. We are almost caught up all in tech. Be good. Good luck, Kevin M. Really? That's kind of awesome, Max. In game, do I like Bohemia and Hungary more? A game? I've really never gotten into playing a game as Hungary. I know they can be a powerful nation. I just do not like their ideas. That's my argument behind it. Yeah, there's a lot of trade nodes I have to dominate in this region. I mean, I've got 100% in two trade nodes actually, which is unusual. Oh, we'll see. Printing press is fired, so now it's a matter of actually developing it in my lands. Bye. Oh, half of Max's family lives in Australia. That would explain the didgeridoo part, I believe. In fact, this is not America, just to be clear. This is Forwind. There is no country of North America. Considering the native people here who are both apparently Shia, Prussian, and what cult is Shia and Prussian are definitely not your typical Europeans. I can't form the United States. I could form Germany if I went over and conquered Germany. Okay, time to figure out where I want to actually develop things. So far, a good portion of my development is still right down here, so I should probably develop in this region somehow. The woods. Would be the worst. How about over here? What's the penalties? 20, 15, ooh, Savannah. So I could develop it in the plains pretty well. I think I saw some farmland up here though, right? Where was that? Illinois, yeah, Illinois has farmland. What was that? Form Prussia, I'd love to form Prussia, but I don't know how I'd be able to do that. Grassland up there. The QQ wants an alliance? What is this? What is this insanity? Oh, I guess we're probably because we're both Shia. No. I can't even get to the New World at this point. See, where's that simple terrain again? Oh, there is some farmlands down here. That might be a possibility. I guess I could develop it there in Choctaw and then have it spread. Just cultural convert first. That was some frontier done. Might have been up here. Ah, it was right there. Good. That completes whatever that province is called normally. And he's 57. No, we're not going to let him get married. His heir is 51 though, which is worrisome. Why am I Shia? I'm Shia because I like their ideas. Really, I get the morale and chance of new heir, plus I can get the reduced shock damage received, which stacked with my reduced fire damage received means that I should almost be unconquerable, even without having to take a lot of idea groups. Yeah, I won't forget the state edict for sure. Yeah, if I can find cloth. What's my state religion? Shia. In this. And that's just because it's the better form compared to Sunni. And since I don't have any other people in the area who would do royal marriages, I wanted to ensure a 100% chance of heirs. That's really why. Nothing else should be read into it. Ooh, some legitimacy and prestige. I'll take that. Tax modifier. Huge, huge. Good construction cost. Ideally, I'd like to finish economic ideas because of the 20% development cost, but let's see if we have any cloth trade nodes or provinces. I don't think we do. Yeah, there are no cloth provinces in the New World, which I guess makes sense. At least not where we're going to be working. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the Navy at some point. Just, I'm finally starting to get enough money now to tech up, which is the main focus. Also, there's no way I'm going to be able to compete with the Europeans in a Navy right now, so there is that. Okay, Mexico. I guess Mexico, yep, is right in the middle of Mexico. Makes sense. Oh, both of them want land. Great. That should keep them happy. Yep. Get more people working in my actual states. We actually could afford a couple more states, I believe. Yeah, we could do 5 more states. I was gonna culturally purge this area, wasn't I? No, not culturally purge. Culturally convert it all. Yeah. Still trying to convert it. It's gonna take forever, conversion-wise. But in case anyone wanted to see the glorious Prussian culture, there's a good one. Yeah, the best thing I can do is colonize. I believe it is just monthly income. I don't think it's... Did that say total income? Monthly income is at least that. It doesn't seem to imply net income. It seems to imply this. No, that's good. Also, I'm gonna warn you guys that apparently there's a thunderstorm starting near me, so I may at some point lose connection. Hopefully I won't though. If I do, I'll get back on as soon as I can. Just letting you guys know that something weird might happen. Where is my colonist, by the way? Oh, Dominica. Okay. Somewhere down here working away. Trying to get more of that really, really rich Caribbean territory. That's half culturally converted. That's good. Oh, France beat me there. Oh. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you can suggest an achievement average. I can't promise I'll do it or even attempt it. I mean, there are some achievements in this game I have no hope of getting right now, including World Conquest. Kind of working on it, just so long. Takes a long time to do that. Ooh, I can actually ally myself to France. Okay, we'll do so. I don't really see a reason not to ally myself to France at the moment, right? Yeah, that's a pretty powerful France. Hello, France. Time to meet your new North American allies. Networking? Yeah, I could probably do that one. I just really have to do it with 3 diplomats. I'll probably do exploration at some point. It's just early on, I haven't had the monarch points to spare. But with all the Siberian frontiers going down, that's why I went expansion first. There we go. Our first real alliance with anyone. Do I want to... No, I don't want to debase currency at the moment. Okay. Once this province is culturally converted... Maybe? Oh, I probably should still do it next to my actual normal lands. Problem, it's so far away from my other developed provinces. Do I do streams every day? No. I do videos every day. I put out a video usually every day. Some exceptions are Mondays, just because Mondays are rather busy for me. But that's shifting now to be Sundays, and Thursdays are slightly more busy for me. So we'll see when I actually end up doing streams from now on. Other than Saturday. Saturdays are still good. There we go. Caught up in tech all around. Now time to start getting printing press. I don't think I have any chance of spreading in my lands. I'd have to get to Diplo Tech 15. I can't afford to wait that long. 3 techs, ugh, the penalty would be nasty. To 3 mountains next. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'd like to do a world conquest, don't get me wrong. It's just, it seems to be out of my abilities at the moment, or close to them, the limits of them. I've been doing one that I've been posting pictures from every once in a while on the Discord. And that's Ottomans. a tolerant Ottoman run. Not doing as well as I thought I would do, though. Okay, culturally converted. Yeah, let's might as well develop it here. It is prosperous. We are down to 24 development points per level. Oops. Oh. Long way to 30, but it's a start. Ooh, once this the frontier is done, I definitely want to get Panama. I am allied with France. Not just peace to become a great power as Naples. I could probably do that. It wouldn't be that hard. There are some achievements I just haven't bothered to do. Like White Company, join the war on this other side of someone to whom you've rented condottiery. Just because I don't rent condottiery. I'll take the stability, actually. And there we go. We've locked in that frontier province. Dominica's finished. Okay, if Dominica's finished, we can now send this colonist elsewhere. Did I get Greenland? Greenland's not particularly a great prize. Okay, that is a land-reachable province. I should probably jump down here and try and border the Inca. Reality. Where is a port on this side? Here we go. Let's get some flute water. I think 20 would be good to start shipping troops over. I am doing quite fine. I've already done the achievement Royal Marriage. Yes. Why do I have all the forts? Some were left over from the Indian Wars. Other ones are defensive preparations for when the Europeans invariably will come to try and conquer me. That's why. Although I should probably start mothballing some of these southern ones. There we go. 30% of the way towards printing press. Oh, and this line of forts down here is just a really strong guard against any southern invasion. Oh, free stability, I will take that. I'm also going to throw up a fort down... Oh, I kind of want to put it in Panama, really. I don't think there's any hill province. Oh, there is a hill province. No mountain range, right? Oh, that is nice. I'll take the inflation reduction. Yeah, we'll throw up a fort down here. Lake Nicaragua. I did not know there was a real lake down there. Cool. The pen is mightier than the sword. Have 3 units at the same time as Austria. That is a matter of luck. That is a matter of luck. And I have, in fact, tried it several times and just haven't gotten it. I am not bullying the Native Americans. I am being coexistent with them just because I need the money. And the production. That's really the biggest reasons behind all of that. How are we doing? 50%. And we're going to lose some innovation here, which sucks. But what can we do? Not too much. I can, in fact, do some of this, though. How much money can I spend on building mosques everywhere? You know, I should probably pause it while I do this. That way the game can actually keep up. Well, I blew all that money. I'll get it back soon enough. We have hit 117 income. Yeah, you just have to get the event to fire with Spain, which takes some time. Okay, average, see you in a bit. Yeah, I'm trying to get the idea guide achievement. I'll take that. Nice trade efficiency. We are making 24 gold from income. Oof, I have to offend the merchant guilds. Darn. A lot sucks because that ups our development cost a bit. Just a little bit, but still enough to be annoying. %70 of the way there. No, I am not maxed on light ships yet, and I'm not going to build light ships for quite some time until I can, in fact, safely defend my coastline. Yeah, I haven't gotten down to, I'm going to do the workshops next. I've got to max out everything if I want to get 500 ducats at a reasonable time span. I don't want this to go on for, you know, what would normally be like a 60 episode series. Okay, that's done. We also just had the building spree stuff, so building right now is relatively cheap for us. I also have I have several more gold provinces I can also develop if I need to. I found, what, 3 or 4 gold provinces? Okay, another round of that. So, another 300 monarch power or so. That's another Siberian frontier coming out, though. Oh, there we go. Name expands once more. Nice that the Alaskan area is all pretty much a single land-based corridor that I can just slowly go up rather than the disgruntled little pockets of colonization. And our Great Sultan is infertile. Well, considering you're 64, I don't think you're going to have many children. You're going to have to rely on your brother for any children, really. No, we need one more group of monarch points. And that should be enough. At least it will get it spreading in our lands. It spreads reasonably fast. Turn off that edict. Let's get some more admin since we're trying to complete admin techs. And that was only 2.7% of all our development. So this is going to take a while. And then we're going to end up having to waste a fair amount of money to get it sped up. Coffee in Panama, and France broke their alliance with us. Let me guess. Yep, France desires my territory. Gotta love the Europeans and their desire for lands. How do we rank up military-wise? We have a much smaller army than France does, but we can easily grow to our full size. I should probably build a bigger army, just to be on the safe side. So let's see, 10 mercenaries, 10 normals, 6 cavalry, and 10 camp. That ought to do it for a start. We'll build it in the Potomac. Let's see, I did have, where was that province? Was that in this game or was this another game? Must have been another game. Just build manufacturers? I'm going to build manufacturers like crazy. It's just it takes time for them to become truly valuable. Production has to go up. Right now we're at relatively low production efficiency. It'll grow. And once it does, we'll be in much better shape. There we go. Still going to be a while before we get the institution fully spread to our lands, but at least it's a start. Hopefully I didn't go massively over for something. I didn't. Good. Didn't in fact at all, really. Oh, keep that drill going. How about now, France? Do you still want all my land? They still think they can take me out. I mean, it is France, so I do have to be a bit wary of that. At least Great Britain and Portugal... I forgot I'm allied to Portugal. At least Great Britain respects me. General died. What a surprise. In reality, the longer I wait and just build up, I should be in great shape. This achievement was a lot easier before they weakened the economy. Yes. Well, that is the HRE. It's going to be totally useless now, isn't it? One province Mantua. What happened with Austria? I guess they just didn't win the election? Oh no, the Emperor still has to be Catholic. I forgot that. It really can only be a very small amount of people, and none of them are in the HRE other than Bohemia, really. Oh, and Brandenburg. Makes a lot more sense then. I think I'll save tech points for a while. Yeah, all my generals are pretty fast. Got a lot of maneuver, but that's about it. Remaneuver, that's awful. Luckily, by drilling, they can level that up, so I'm fine with that. We've almost made it to 27. The higher, of course, I get it, the better off I am. Considering now we have negative 10% fire and shock damage received, our military is pretty strong already. Yeah. I don't think there's really anyone else in the world we want to be friends with. I wouldn't mind getting these development stuff, but unfortunately that's Shia, so it'd be hard to do that. Yeah, they've changed it so much over the years. I played it when it came out. It was really different. You could conquer the world with just mercenaries. I didn't think buildings used to cost monarch power, but there used to be buildings that gave you monarch power, which was really nice. Sadly, those have gone the way of the dodo. And quite a while ago. The Holy War is starting in the Empire. Now, what I'm hoping for, and this is why I haven't been fighting at the moment, is I'm hoping that somehow France, England, or Portugal are all going to end up on opposite sides from each other. If they do, then I've got a really good shot at stealing land. I don't know why the Protestants haven't started the war. They heavily outnumber the Catholics. At least at the moment. Plus Shia gives me morale. Huh, yeah. True. The Shia morale bonus is just a handy one. Not necessarily as good as the Orthodox, but the Orthodox is not as militaristically inclined. It's gonna take forever to spread to these lands, isn't it? Yeah, I'll boost it a little bit. All my advisors keep dying on me. There we go. We're not gonna hire British officers. Tech is fine though. Or sorry, version's good. Culture shifting. What does this look like? None of the big nations are joining the HRE wars. Bit annoying. I was hoping there might be a chance that England would split from Spain and Portugal. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to transport my way down to get land from the Inca. And I can't use my Siberian frontiers till I take out Britain. And I can't take out Britain if France is looming over my head like the Sword of Damocles or anything. Or I can't do it safely, I should say. Yeah, I can get the manpower. Manpower is not my problem. Yeah, Brandenburg's on the Catholic side, but that doesn't make too much difference. I want the more morale just because of how bad really the New World is in terms of just in general in terms of manpower and stuff. It's not a really great area. Let's replace my runaway general with a combat general. Oops, that was the wrong general. You're the runaway general. I'm tempted. I wish I could name the generals easier, because otherwise I'd name them Captain Runaway. Yeah, I can get the manpower, recovery, and discipline, but I didn't want it. I wanted the cheaper development and shock damage. Those type of bonuses are much more useful for me in the long run. "51% of the way there. Still quite a ways to go. Might as well get some ideas then. Go. Like that. The decreased centralization would be nice if I hadn't just already colonized this whole region. Autonomy wise, I'm in really good shape. Yeah, I know I can name the other stuff. No, if I had gone Shinto, then I'd have to deal with all the Shinto mechanics, and I don't want to do that. Not as fun. Besides, who in the world has ever seen a Shia North and South America? Not many people. Not a very common religion to play anyway. Yeah, but I don't want to play as the Orthodox. I've played as the Orthodox quite a bit lately. I'm tired of them. I started this while I was still doing the older multiplayer stream, and I was Russia. I just wanted to play with the Muslim mechanics for a while. To be fair, the ability to get the 10% cheaper tax and the tech costs are pretty solid. Plus, the missionary strength will be nice. I mean, I'm just terrified of the Europeans coming to kill me. And if I want to go invade them, I need a really strong army. And navy. Who knows, I might even have to take naval ideas this game. The horror. There we are, Panama's done. There, and now we can actually walk straight up to British Columbia if we want to and threaten them. I wonder if I can just threaten them for land. If I can just threaten them for this one province, I'll be happy. I think I did a Bohemia guide. I haven't done the old alliance. I've had too many failed games as Scotland to want to go back and play them for a while. I mean, I did the Irish achievement, which was which was fun enough. I suppose it's easier now, but still, I'd prefer not to mess with it for a while. Okay, it's gonna spread there. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna have to develop another province. Ooh, this is a swamp. Yuck. Oh well, time to make the Louisiana swamp a developed region of the world. Yep, 20 development, and then once I get the chance to put advancement back on, should spread there relatively quickly. Nope. I'm gonna rein in those guys. No corrupt rulers, viziers or whatever here. We're not gonna have the whole Latin thing occur. Oh, I thought I had a Bohemia guide. Oh well. Bohemia is relatively easy to play. I could do a guide on them in like 5 minutes. They're probably the most stable country in the game. You get a lot of stability boosting events. You're large enough, no one can really kill you easily, and you're in the HRE. Okay. Oh, England started a colony there. Why am I upgrading manpower first when developing, not tax to production? Because right now I was behind in production, and I'm trying to complete admin-based idea trees. Besides, having a lot of manpower when you're fighting in the Americas is always useful. I do think these things through. I'm not just randomly clicking buttons. I'd almost always prefer you developing manpower over developing admin or diplo points, because those are much more useful when you're expanding. And I hope to expand again soon. There we go. Easy one. I can just threaten my way right into this land. Sadly, I can't turn into a Siberian frontier, I don't think. Actually, that might... I can't establish a new Siberian frontier in a province that's being colonized. Typical. Okay. Oh, found Catholicism though. I have to disinherit that heir, sadly. Only 8? Sorry, you're not good enough. Oh, in Very Hard, I don't really know what you do in Very Hard to survive as the Teutons. Yes, I know I didn't debase currency. That's because I'm trying to maintain high legalism so I can get tech if I want to. It takes a while to recover, and I hope I will get the institution before then. I've never really played too much on Very Hard mode. I think the Teutons are almost impossible then on Very Hard mode. Sure, somebody can do it on Very Hard mode, but the Teutons have a very difficult start. Huh. Okay, let's pause. There we go. Now I can debase currency. And then I can go legalism. I still can't rein it in because I'm still shy of it. But we will as soon as we can. Besides, right now we can afford to pay off corruption. 28%. Always to go. So much for a well-developed swampland. Oh, there we go. It's right down there. Yeah, I totally missed it. There we go. How fast is that spreading? Fast enough. Good. The best I can say about playing the two tones on very hard is good luck and don't die. This isn't easy. It is not easy at all. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have really high rooting out of corruption. Probably should do something about that. Nah, I can afford to lose money for a while. I can always debase the currency again if it comes to it. It's not raining at the moment, but there is a chance of a severe thunderstorm, so that's why I let people know. And of course, for anyone who is watching, if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It helps a lot. We finally passed 800 yesterday, and we're off to a good start and towards 900 too, which is fun. There we go. Institutions present there, so it should start spreading. Oh, nice stop. There we go. 4% a month, that's good. Corrupt bureaucracy, ugh, even better. We are 6.2% of the way there. This will get an idea. I really want to finish economic ideas, but that's going to take a while. It's going to take quite a while. Oh, great. I'm not going to censor the printing press. After all, necessity of the press is one of the cornerstones of a solid modern civilization. As much as some people would like it that it isn't. So, that, take some more money from you. There. You know, looking at all the countries in the Europa world, there's a lot of countries, at least in the Middle East, that are Muslim that have negative piety per month. There's not really a lot of nations that would have positive piety a month, which I just find a little bit strange. You'd think there would be, but I guess there isn't. Nobody has... Oh, Spain has actually officially rivaled me. Well, I can counter-rival you pretty easily. Yeah, that is one of the worst things about controlling big nations. It's why I have a lot of troubles trying to do world conquest, just because you have to move your armies from one end to another. And I'm not the best at that. Yeah, I'm getting about 108 subs a month these days. I could actually find out the exact number if you guys are interested, but... how many subs do I get a month? I can't imagine it's that huge, but... I got a huge spike yesterday, so... 103. I'm actually down for the last couple months. I had a huge growth rate at the beginning of the year, and now it's kind of fallen off. All those people who probably went out and bought Europa for Christmas. And I need 3,000 gold. Well, that's going to have to wait a little while now, isn't it? Hi, Jance. Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you before. Okay. That's being rained in. Those are being slowly... The problem with playing North America is that the development is just so low. Institutions, you have to develop them all. Or you have to wait and hope the Europeans get it and then it spreads to your land at a half-decent rate. Which is very unlikely. Okay, how are you doing? You're almost done. When can I threaten you again? 1 year. Oh, okay. I'm going to try and threaten for another province of English Columbia. Base name informed Britain? Interesting. I might also have to go beat up Muska down there soon. Probably actually stop building ships now that I think about it. I'll use them later. I guess that's not a waste. Just as long as they don't die in the meantime. Let's move some troops down there. I can't imagine they're going to be able to resist over 50,000 troops down in South America, but you never know. They are getting tech from me now. There we go. Almost done economic ideas. Gotta be more than 2 to 3 weeks. That's for sure for subscribers. It'd be really nice, but I doubt it. That's actually a pretty half-decent heir, so I'll stay with him. I have to, because I'm in a regency, but I'm fine with the regent, too. 534. A solid regent. Don't get me wrong, I'd love a 666 regent, but I'd also like a 666 monarch a lot better, too. There we go. Austria has now been elected emperor. What a surprise. What a surprise. It's kind of weird to me that some of the emperors who are out of the HRE don't have the option to add their land into the HRE. I don't know why, it just bugs me a little bit. Oh, looks like Mantua was forced to convert religion-wise anyway. Interesting. They must have just gotten destroyed in that war. France still wants my land, Britain still wants my land, Portugal kinda wants my land. I'm fine being friends with Portugal. Portugal is doing pretty well. I'm surprised they're not actually a great power yet. How do you get better at war in Europe? Play the Ottomans, pretty much. Play the Ottomans several times. Play France several times. Just get better at fighting in general. Some of the biggest tricks are using generals and using terrain and forts properly. It's not as easy as it sounds to pick good areas to fight on with armies, but it's one of the key tricks to getting better at the game. Okay, go for that. We have no more corruption. Good debase currency, but we don't actually have enough piety. Nor are we going to have some for quite some time. Take the fight to Europe? I probably will at some point. I prefer to dominate North and South America first. I mean, we've got, what, 2,407 development just from North America? Considering we were lucky enough to be able to colonize this all with the +1 of the each of development. Normally it's got, what, like a third less of that? Amazing how undeveloped it really is. It needs more events, I think, that increase its development. At least that would be my argument. Okay, Darren is done. That actually connects all my land there. I don't even know why I'm still spying on the Ottomans other than for that free tech later on. No. How are we institution? 800. Okay. Just a little while of a wait then. All that money, and I can't really use it that much. But at least I can take that plus 10% inflation just to get the 50 monarch points every once in a while. In my opinion, that's one of the better reasons to take the economic tree, is the free inflation reduction. In the long run, it saves you quite a bit of money. And monarch points. There we go. We'll create a claim on you. We'll stop building the spy network. We'll march our troops to there, these ones to there, and then we will take on Musaka and Pajamarka. And that should not only give us enough land in the region to really spread our Siberian frontiers, but it'll also get us much further to preventing the Europeans from getting a foothold. Region. Yeah. And just march south if you would. I can't imagine they'll be able to win this fight versus me. I'd be very surprised if they did. Plus, bonus morale. Even nicer. Even nicer. Having lots of allies. Oh, the achievement ideas guy. Yeah, idea guy. I just don't know why. I always want to say idea guy rather than ideas guy. It just doesn't sound right. There we go. Go for that one. I should probably take you guys out. Considering how easy it's going to be to smash your armies, might as well do that. You know what, since we've got a little bit of time in this war apparently, throw that down. Hey, there is one benefit towards very fast movement generals, is that I can actually chase these guys. They're dead, they can't get past the fort. It's just they don't know it yet. I would actually disagree with never at the start of the war. Sometime, I think rushing and taking their forts, if you can, is a good move. That's the only thing I'd add. I do agree that you don't always want to rush into an enemy's lands. Specifically if you're fighting superior troops or superior enemies, you want to wait, let them come to you. What game was that? I think I had a Russian, it might have even been in my Russian campaign. I took on the Ottomans several times with just 2 forts and pretty much won using the forts properly. The other trick with the forts is not only using them for the terrain, but using them to create zones of control the enemies have to go out of their way to march through. You can isolate and divide armies pretty quickly. Actually, a good example would be my recent Granada one, where I was invaded by tons of enemies. I'm not really bullying the Native Americans, I'm conquering them. And I guess in my mind that's different. Because technically my nation is Native American too, even though I've got Prussian culture. There we go. 5 years if worse comes to worse, and that's as soon as I can get that institution. Oh, am I actually helping somebody siege this, or are they helping me? Okay, they're helping me. Curtail my mercenaries because they're causing trouble. I'm fine with that. Gets me free army professionalism, which is even nicer. What are we up to? We're almost up to 40 army professionalism. That's awesome. That finished. That colony's done, so we can start a Siberian frontier. Nice, nice. I'll take that fort out. This fort actually will fire upon to make it go down faster. And I don't know why, but Muska down here, every time I see them in the most recent games, they always have a giant army of rebels sitting in their lands. The reason I feel like that might be a flaw somehow. Oh, we're actually at war with somebody else. Spanish are already. Well, if I can take as much land as I can, I'll be happy with that. Oh, these guys are attacking them too. Annoying. Yeah, I mean, they don't occupy, they conquer. I mean, there is a bit of a difference, just in the way that conquerors behave. I mean, the Ottomans were brutal overlords, but compared to everyone else who's ruled in the Middle East, they actually had a fairly stable empire for quite some time. Maybe I should do Manchu culture, but I've had requests lately to do a Queen run or King run, where I form I invade and conquer China as the Manchu, so I kind of want to avoid playing as the Manchu, just in case I had to do that after this. Amazing how fast one game a week goes compared to streams that I do once or twice a week. So if I want that land, I have to peace out now. Shoot. Very annoying. That's going to be annoying. Who are you allied with? Actually claim your land. That's gonna be frustrating. Be very frustrating. There's only been a couple of empires historically that have been able to rule large areas of land relatively stable. Ironically, not a lot of them are in Europa. The Ottomans are kind of one. The British were pretty good in the scheme of things. Oh, still a long ways to go. You know what I should do? I should probably turn off the institutions mode, now that I think about it. At least from there. You got it yet? Go. That should save me a little bit of money per month. You know what? Let's go off by that. Send you to deal with them. Next request, survival guide for the hardest possible version of the Teutons. I thought it was pronounced king, or pretty close to it, and that's why the achievement is King of China. I could be wrong though. Not speaking any of the multitude of versions of Chinese. What about a France Let's Play? I've played France a fair amount, and I've kind of... I want to wait and see... I don't know. Maybe I'll do them. I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe if I did one. I've got a request to do Burgundy and stuff, which I probably will do. See how that goes. Other than that, Manchu would be the other one I'd be interested in doing. I kind of want to wait to do any major like European stuff till I see what the new government stuff comes out as. You, peace out with you. I'm really looking forward to the new government kind of forms and stuff. It should be really fun. If there's one that gives reduced AE, it'll be so strong. I've pretty much got all the easy achievements. I think the easiest one I'm missing is My True Friends. Just because I've never bothered to go about doing it. Let's piece you and you. Oh, I actually can't take all their land. Unexpected. Well, I will take what I can. And then we will start spreading the frontiers. In case anyone's wondering, this is how we got so large so fast. Conquer the land, immediately frontier it, and move on. It is a bit broken. Although I wouldn't mind doing a France game literally just to create the Revolutionary Republic. That could be kind of fun. But I'd wait till they came out with the new government mechanics, because I imagine revolutionary empires are going to change. That other claim. Go. Stop dealing with these guys for a while. I wish these guys hadn't occupied the land. That's annoying. Yeah, I don't have any claims on that. Ugh. Suppose I could create a vassal and then feed them land, but I can't even do that. Okay, we're gonna wait a while down there. At least till these guys try and occupy more land, and then we can counter-occupy. Laughingstock, I haven't actually done that one yet. I got close one time, but that's one of those world conquest ones you get anyway. Are there any advantages of Republic? More monarch power. That's pretty much it. A good Republic will get so much more monarch power than a kingdom. You play it right, it's unbelievably strong. Oops. Do we not have enough money still? Sigh. I'm going to debase currency just because this is getting ridiculous. There we go. New tech stuff. We were getting too far behind in tech. I was getting worried about the Europeans. Because once they hit Miltech 15, France is almost invariably going to want to attack us. That's the Europeans' point where they really start invading strong empires in the New World. And I'd prefer not to deal with them at this point in time. Get 2 of these now. How annoying. We'll take the innovation. We'll take the free stability. I have another colonist, don't I? Where do I want to send you, buddy? You know what? I'm going to take Greenland. Why not? Greenland will be mine, and then I can start seeing about trying to go outside of the New World. The problem is a lot of the Old World is occupied. Might invade the Congolese region, though. Could also invade Noop over here, too. They are Muslims, so I would be fighting other Muslims, but they're not Shia, so that would be a benefit. If I was to do that, though, I'd probably have to take religious ideas just to convert all the land. Huh? I don't understand your question there, Yusuf Mizra. You keep asking for a new one. Are you talking republics, or... I don't entirely understand what you're asking. What are you? Oh, Latin cavalry. There we go. You know what? I could probably mothball all these forts. That would create something of a positive income. And I'm going to save for the idea group. I think our next idea group probably should be... kind of want to do another military one just to be on the safe side. Ugh. I don't like any of the idea groups though, really. I don't want to really do exploration. It's not useful for me right now. Influence might not be bad though. Of course, at some point I'll have to take trade ideas because that'll make a big difference. They always ask for a new guy? No, you just keep the old one for you pick a 30-year-old ruler of your republic, keep him around as long as possible. If you've got the ability to strengthen government for him, you're golden. You can do a lot with that. Occupying that. What achievement am I going for? Ideas guy. Have 500 income with a custom nation. We're up to 332. It's gonna be a while. I can't even piece out of this anymore. Oh wait a second. Ah ha ha ha. There we go. I can do that though. Perfect. That was lucky. I didn't even notice that. So I am definitely happy with that. Not the best move I could make, but it will work. Unfortunately, I can't create a Siberian frontier because I didn't get those couple provinces. On the other hand, we've now expanded into this region, and I can start going after these guys. Quantity, I don't think I really need quantity with just the sheer amount of manpower I have, but I'd much rather go quality than quantity. I mean, quantity would just make us almost unstoppable. I'd rather go quality first though, just because it also gives me some bonuses to ship warfare. Huh. I've never seen this event before. Okay, I guess I'll empower them. Yeah, I'm gonna go quality for the time being. Okay, I'll do one more. It'll also get me some more army tradition, which will be nice because I'm not fighting lots of people. At least I'll have a half decent general. Nowhere. Great. Panama? Really? Oh, let's improve Panama a little bit. I mean, it's Panama. It should have some development in it, right? I guess I just don't have a high enough efficiency, maybe. I'll make it into a territory, maybe that'll help a little. Nope. Great. Well, you're relatively safe down there, aren't you? Interesting that the supply limit's so much higher down there. Oh, it's not tropical, I guess. There we go. Another safe spot, the station army. Let's see, can I threaten English Columbia again? I can, there we are. Thank you for Cartagena. And progress is being made. Yeah, at the end of quantity I get plus 50 force limit. I can't support plus 50 force limit right now, so that's not an issue. That's the simple matter. I'm broke. I mean, look at this, I'm losing money. To be fair, some of that is due to rooting out corruption, but still. Still not a good thing. Okay, I need to lower this reading at corruption. We'll go to 24. Yep. And there's Panama. Is that now? Nope, still not possible. Station troops in Panama. Darn. Okay, how's our culture doing? Should be doing pretty well, actually. There we go. Handful more to eliminate up in North America, but other than that, we're doing fairly well. Get rid of the Catholics, for sure. If they retake it, I want to give them less of a reason to be able to hold it or not. I know a polk. Hello. Well, at least you're having something to entertain you, despite all the frustration of dying as the Teutons. And the Teutons are not one of the easiest nations in the world to play, even on easy difficulty. Unless you join the HRE, you've got issues. Even if you join the HRE, you might still have issues. Oh, another colony done. That's nice. Slowly spreading our way up the Alaskan coastline. 2,525 development. Oh. 60 professionalism, I would guess. Ah, that one little province. Well, Greenland will be green. Yes, I know it's you, Black Cat. I know that. Nice to see you again. Pueblo separatists. What are you complaining about now, buddies? Oh, you're being converted? Seems weird. No, you're not. Huh. I don't know what they're whining over. The capital Pueblo just is unhappy. Okay. Problem solved. There we go. Easy does it. I can expand the frontier this direction. Yes, Greenland will be green. Greenland will be green. It's also one of the more ironic names in the world for a region of land. My favorite land happens to be located down here, I think on the bottom of South Georgia Island. Cape Disappointment. That might be my favorite named place in the world. Cape Disappointment. If I were going that far south and you found that land, I would be disappointed as well. I don't think it's a very hospitable region. There we go. That gives me a little bit of discipline, 7.5%, all the nicer. There's wonderful military police and the like. Oh darn, this guy's not a Shia. Could be a problem later on. Better pick the other guy. I'm most definitely gonna have an event where they complain about it. Yeah, seriously, it's called Cape Disappointment. Look it up. I am not kidding. I saw it on the map one day and I was just really happy about it. Lord Forwinds, Peru. I don't think I can actually form a colonial nation. Cool if I could, though. Sadly, being in the New World is causing problems like that. You got a claim on these guys. These guys are allied to these guys. Oh, even better. Do I think 26,000 of the most skilled warriors in the Americas can take on people who are still Miltech 7 and 8? Yeah. That will be the target. Take them out. You could create Georgia on your mind. Create Georgia's on your mind. I'm not going to at the moment. That's another achievement I have to get, Georgia on my mind. You can't get the achievement as a custom nation, unfortunately. You could build it as a custom nation, sadly. Custom nations, this is literally all I can get. I'd have to get all the institution origin provinces, which in the scheme of things might be doable. Networking, White Company, and We Bled for this. I thought I had We Bled for this, but I might have gotten it before that achievement came out. There we go. Quick expansion into that region. Can I march down here? Oh, I can. Congratulations, guys. You're going to get hit with 36,000 troops. And then we're going to get a huge morale bonus. We have a lot of stuff going to a morale for us. Plus 20 morale. We can actually keep up with France as long as they don't take defensive ideas. If they do, we're in trouble, but until then, we'll hold out. I'm gonna take army tech, I guess. Oh, I can actually kill these guys down here? No, I should be able to kill these guys. Yeah, I can't even get to them. Ooh, not a bad heir to the throne, 11. Happily take you. I may have to go mysticism for a while at some point, just so I can actually convert all this land. Our ruler is careful though, which is nice. Not that I'm too worried about a coalition of New World natives, but you never know. How long until I get the achievement? Ugh. I wish, it just takes so long. Europa games aren't fast, and unfortunately I have to start at the beginning to get anywhere. We are up to about 150, so that's a what, a 50% improvement since the beginning of the game, since I started streaming. It's not bad. Probably boosted a bit with gold and stuff, if I really wanted to. Should be able to wipe out all of these Native Americans in the region. Or conquer them more accurately. We'll offend the nobles for the moment. And we'll get that wonderful morale increase. 6.3 morale. Come at me, Europe. I'm ready and willing to fight you. And what war are you in? Spanish conquest of Navarra? Spain attacked France. And is losing. I think this is one of the ones where the AI thought Great Britain was going to help them, and they aren't, obviously. Because otherwise, that's just a dumb move. My army has almost no morale as a percentage, but should still win this war. Or this battle. There we go. Effortless victory. And we will take all your provinces. Thank you very much. Oh, all but one, apparently. You guys are just a little too large to be wiped out in a single war, I guess. Okay, and then we'll siege that and take that provinces. Perfect. I'll probably go for another hour and a half or so. We'll see. Really comes down to how long can my voice hold out and still allow me to record tomorrow. Which probably won't be Europa tomorrow. Unless I feel in the mood for it. It's a lovely empire, though. I don't think I've actually managed to unite this much of North America in a single country. Usually there's always another colonial nation in the area. Of course, this time I beat the Europeans there, so I did pretty well on that front. And this should be another nation wiped out. Nation Ichima. Or Ichma. There we go. Thank you. Can't obviously core it yet, but it's still progress. I'll keep investing in drilling. Are you done? You're almost done. We're doing well. You're almost done too. Wow, we're going to be able to expand quite a bit more soon. Now, next month this should be done. Yep, 4 will be done. Destroy the temple. There we are. Got rid of them. Part of that whole let's destroy all pagan religions. This time we're doing as Muslims rather than Christians. I don't know if that's much of an improvement. And let's piece you out. I don't even know why I've kept you in the war. There we go. Reasonable progress. I don't think I actually got any gold out of that, though. Nope, all the gold is located in Cusco, of all places. Cool. However, I can now do frontiers all through here. May actually have to take Actually, wait, this is... I don't think this is actually colonizable land. I'm pretty sure this is all impassable terrain, so there's still no reason for me to take exploration. And mothball forts. Yep. If I'd thought about this a bit more, I'd almost replaced this tax income with corruption reduction, or replaced my final idea with it as well. I really do like the corruption reduction in this game. Apparently they interrupted my naval production. No special favors, sorry. Barely able to restrain that corruption. Yeah, that'd take a while. Well, while I'm sitting here, does anyone have any questions? I'm willing to answer them. Not much is going on. Another general dead. Should probably got in religious wars there. Oh well, earlier. Oh well. Best I could get. Any cultural conversion? One more cultural conversion to be done right there. Cherokee. One Pueblo, one Navajo, one Mi'kmaq, couple Cree, another Cherokee, fair amount of Huron and Iroquois, and then Francian randomly up there. What are you done? Okay. Going well. I could get reduced unrest in all my provinces. Probably not worth it. Checking to see if I had anything like reduced corruption or something. Well, I know goods produce modifier because I should be able to get there without it, and I was already taking a real high amount of admin ideas. +1 admin skill for your monarch is expensive. Plus, with cheaper development costs, states, and tax, it was just too expensive. Army maintenance, that's killing me. Lots of mercenaries. Oh well, it happens. I really should be making new states, really. Delaware, okay, where in the world is Delaware? There we go. I know where Delaware is, I just don't know where Delaware Valley is. Delaware Valley done. Michoacan, I'm gonna guess that's somewhere in Mexico. No, that's right there. Okay, that's also gold production provinces. Gonna be useful. Although it's gonna be a while before I can actually get it all integrated. Yep. The state added in. The other thing I could probably do is push it to build a treasury, get the 2,000 income, and then trigger build manufactories and get 2,000 ducats. That might actually count towards income. If it did, we'd get it immediately. Nope, gold mines in Mexico have been depleted. It's a rare event. Really? You depleted from what, 5 or something? Anyhow, I'll boost it again. Might as well keep it under control. More gold, the better, especially because we can manage the inflation. Ooh, yes. Please stick around. I'd much rather have you in office than our current guy. Because you're 66, our current guy. You're not going to be around for much longer. Plus this guy's half priced. That event that gives you the half price level 3s guys is so strong. 4 years and they can take these guys out. Probably threaten these guys again. To be fair, I could probably also threaten Spanish Peru as well. Actually, I can go kill Cusco. Might as well do that. How are the Mupachi still alive? I don't know. They're somehow still standing. I'm gonna guess Great Britain really hates me. Oh yeah, they rivaled me. Great. I guess I should probably counter-rival these guys. At least we still have Portugal on our side. Not that that would help much in a war. But a rather militarized Portugal is unusual. Militarized they are. I don't think I've seen an aggressive Portugal in a while in terms of conquering this much of North Africa. Pretty unusual. Pretty unusual indeed. I can do there. Nope. That's nice to get done. Legalism? Yes, of course. The cheaper tech from that is just so strong. Anything that gives 10% cheaper check is good. Ooh, Great Britain has land in the Caribbean. Of course they do. Maybe I can threaten... Oh, actually, I probably don't want to threaten Caribas because that's Portugal's land. Or it might actually not count towards me actually causing problems for them. It'd be rather strange, though, if I could threaten their colony without offending them. These guys will yield, but it takes a while. Fair enough. Halt is now an elector. Interesting. Ugh. Army professionalism lost, not what I'm happy with. Fortunately, it seems to be the best I can do. Nice and kind of weird that you don't actually have to upgrade your armies with better weapons. I'm not saying I want that, it just feels weird. Oh, another one done. Not that it helps much. There we go. Everyone may admire Four Winds Greenland. It's very green. Very green. This is slightly annoying that you can't colonize or do anything with that land, but oh well. Alta California. Probably should create a state. What else? Virginia. Okay, I know where Virginia is. Chesapeake again. Speaking of Chesapeake, I should probably give it the Merchant Guild there. Hudson Valley will have to be done at some point, but Delaware also has some. What are we doing there? 33. That's pretty good. Could be better, but pretty much all my own money, so we'll take the cavalry combat, of course. One more and then we'll have finished off our idea tree. Oh, admin power, I'll take that. Why don't I have a level 3 guy here? Weird. Usually the game is pretty good about giving you level 3s. No. Cisco. Where in the world are you? Again, Mexico. Mexico's got a surprisingly high amount of development, doesn't it? Number 1 in nothing. 3rd in admin, 3rd in military. Bit annoying. Guatemala. There's Guatemala. Again, another Mexican one. Isn't that weird? Narragansett was converted. Good, good. Release towards legalism. Does that mean we can actually debase currency again? It might. Nope. Oh, another colony. I'll take that. I also can go pick on Cusco, which I should do now. I don't know why I've put it off for so long. Also allow me to finish off these guys, which I'm fine with. It's a shame I can't get like one province from Spanish Peru. If I could break out into Brazil, I'd colonize that really fast with the frontiers. I also need to get through here too. Oh well. Probably not gonna get that far without a war, but still worth a shot. Go. 2 relatively easy victories. How high am I great power ranking? Oh, I've been sitting at number 1 for an age. Development-wise, no one in the world is even close. Although the Ottomans are doing fairly well. That's pretty good Ottomans. They've invaded the HRE, which is amazing. In that sense, they're doing really well. 1590. Pretty good development for the Ottomans at that time period. I mean, they could be doing better. I'm a little... Oh, there I am. Number 1 in admin. All those new states I added, I bet. Specifically because I can actually maintain a much larger amount of states than one would expect. Or the game would anticipate. I can also go attack you, apparently. I'd like to go do that. Once I you out. Oh, you actually will not surrender. Okay, well, we'll wait. They're gonna wait until Cusco falls, then they'll consider peace, I bet. Another colony frontier done. Throw out a couple more manufactories. May have to actually develop my capital province a little bit more so I can put a manufacturer in it. Yeah, the 2 deploy. Get it to 40, which at this point is a respectable amount. Go, a little bit higher. These guys still don't want peace. What brave idiots. Take you out. Clean up that area. Oh, you're going to get away, aren't you? Yeah, you know what, we'll just stay where we are, siege it down. Tips for dealing with aggressive expansion in the HRE. Take influence ideas. Influence ideas is one of the biggest ones. Other stuff, you become papal controller, that's good. Make sure all the lands you take you have claims on, if possible. And if you're really worried about people getting really annoyed with you, be friends with the Pope. Friends with the Emperor, not the Pope. You want to become papal controller and control the Pope, but being friends with the Emperor will prevent them from doing the unlawful territory on you, which gets annoying after a while. Plus it offends everybody in the HRE. Even a little bit. Doesn't give aggressive expansion, but the better relations you have with people, the less aggressive expansion they will get, which is nice. What else? Just improving relations with everybody in the area also helps. Works to a very large degree, I mean. 2 months, then I can piece them out. The hunt continues for the little 7,000 man army, who has 100% war score against them, but I bet won't surrender. Ah, they actually will. Good. Now I'll have to smash separatists. No, I'll deal with that. Not the worst problem in the world. How are we doing culture conversion? One more. Abenaki. There we go. And I can probably threaten English Columbia. Oh, I'm still at war. Duh. There we go. Finish you off. We took Cusco. Yay! More gold. More gold. That's our goal. Fund everything with gold, apparently. There we go. Mass gold rush. I will take that. Where did you finish? Were you way up here? No. Oh, I don't actually know where that finished. Hey, part of the Amazon rainforest is actually my color now. That's cool. Cheaper building costs. How lovely. Where in the world are these guys going? Apparently they're going to take my fort, but still. Weird. Okay, let's see. That battle's done. Those armies are good. Put you back drilling. Got a fleet built there. Probably start preparing to build a fleet somewhere else down here. Throw it there. Yeah, no, nothing else is going to be built in that province, so that's a good spot. And here we go, 15% trade increase. That'll be nice. And cheaper army maintenance. Yay. There we go. We're starting to make money again. We actually don't control a majority of the Caribbean trade, unfortunately. 40 gold from trade, though, which is nice. All those traders downstream that pull it away. Portugal is a bit of an issue on that front. Portugal is at war with Tunis and the Ottomans. Interesting. What's this whole fight over then? Portugal, Spain attacked Tunis, interestingly. They might actually win this. I don't know if the Ottomans' armies can actually march through the Mamelukes. Probably gonna win. Would not have guessed. Would not have guessed at all. There we go. Another province under control. Thank you very much. Lovely expansion without wars. So much easier than fighting. Just all submit to the might that is the Four-Wind Empire. Kind of tempted to demand the Galapagos just because I want tortoise cavalry. I mean, I guess technically I've invaded the Inca, so I could theoretically have llama cavalry. There we go. Nice little bit of prestige from battles, which is almost totally useless. Trading in fur is helping keep up that prestige, though. And now I don't have to really push down any of these idea trees unless I want to, because there's no benefit to it. Lots of drilling, lots of army maneuvers and everything, but overall, doing pretty good. Okay. There we go, they should, yep, accept my demands, yield it all, get it conquered. Take those couple provinces and we should be good. Provinces Madre de Dios. Okay. Might be able to threaten for that, which will open up more of Brazil to colonization. Otherwise, I'll have to threaten my way through England for that. Hey, they will yield it. Thank you. Sometimes you can trick the game into allowing you to attack colonial nations without them defending them. But I think I'm fine with what I'm doing right now. Although I will have to upgrade forts in a little while. Oops. Failure to convert that region. Great. Where are you, missionary? Pull you back. Okay, you're unhappy there. Okay. How are we doing drilling-wise now? Haven't pushed above 40. Okay, so I was wrong earlier when I thought I hit 60. Well, that's going to take some time. Have I ever been outside of America? I've been to Canada. I have also been to Hawaii. So I guess technically Hawaii is out of America because it's pretty far away over here. Other than that, no. I'd like to visit Europe at some point. I'd like to go to Scotland, go to England. I'd like to see the Dutch tulip fields. I'd like to visit Germany at some point. Yeah. I almost went to Brazil for the Rio Olympics, though. But didn't end up going. Max would like a joke. Okay, Max, let's see what we can find. Okay, here's a joke. Here's a joke. A little girl came home from school one day and said, "Mommy, today at school I was punished for something I didn't do. It was awful." "That's terrible," said the mother. "I'm going to speak to your teacher about it. Now, what is it exactly you didn't do?" "My homework." Ah, if that only worked on parents. I was actually a pretty good student in school, so I usually did my homework. Okay, we don't actually want to give you oh. West Yucatan, another Mexican area province. Boy, Mexico's got all the money. I guess it makes sense considering them and the Inca, they're the only real developed areas in the New World by the time the Europeans got here. Great Britain's no longer a valid rival. Nice. I'm happy with that. Let's see if I fooled the game into letting me attack colonial nations without the Overlord. It doesn't look like it. Darn. Oh well, I guess not. I should probably get another claim on Colombia. In the long run, I want Engo Sutra, I think, unless I can get to Rio Branco without it. Jokes almost are killing you. Yeah. Jokes have a tendency to do that. It really, you can tell anything is a joke. You just have to have the right attitude and have it strike people as funny. After all, there are a lot of very morbid jokes that are rather amusing. By the way, I'm doing all these jokes out of a joke book, so it's not actually me. There we go. Well, I actually can't get any further into Alaska, because I actually haven't discovered it, apparently. You'd think the people right there could just walk next door and find it, but I guess not. Achievement, victorious, win a war. Yeah. How is Europe? Okay, I can show Europe. Ottomans in France are on an expansionistic kick. The Crimea is doing really well. Right, they're allied to the Ottomans. Yep. Muscovy is having some growing pains. Poland and Bohemia are apparently live. And the Danish are dominating the Baltic and still have Sweden as a junior partner. Well done, Denmark. Hey, I can actually convert English culture into Prussian culture. Let's see. Oh, here's another joke. When a woman decided she wanted to improve her computer skills, she threw herself into the task with enthusiasm, borrowing 2 to 3 books on how to code from the library each week. After about a month, the librarian commented, "Wow, you must be really getting knowledgeable about this stuff." "Thanks, what makes you say that?" "Well," said the librarian, "only one of the books you're taking out this week has 'For Dummies' in the title." Reference, of course, to the very popular self-help books, or dummies. Let's see how India is doing. Huh, Marwar is actually alive. Interesting. Not much there. Let's jump over there. Let's not offend the priests that much. Colonize there, get that before the tech costs go up. Marwar is doing well, Bahamanis is doing fairly well. Bengal is doing fairly well. Interesting. Also, does anyone out there know what the religious school Wahhabism gives tribal federations? I've looked online and I cannot find it. It has to give some type of modifier because it's an event, but I can't find out what it is. I might have to go ask on the Paradox forums about it. But I'm really curious why it allows you to change religious schools late game, but then it doesn't actually tell you anywhere what that school does for you. There we go, we're finally making some good money. We'll get a fair amount more trade going. We're making quite a bit of money now. What are we up to? 175. That's pretty good progress, I think. Oh, well, here's a short joke that is kind of funny. When a clock is hungry, does it go back 4 seconds? I can't say, but I think my clock is dying. Nope, we're not going to let you change culture on us. We are staying Prussian. Lovely free military points. 6,666 rulers all the way around. Do I like Bohemia as a country? Yes, Bohemia is a solid country in this game. Can't say I like Bohemia in real life because I've never been to Bohemia. Plus, Bohemia doesn't exist these days. But Czechia and Slovakia. I think it's Slovakia. Yeah, Slovenia is down below it. Yes, I've been streaming for 2 hours now. I might go for a third or I might end in half hour. I'm not sure yet. Starting to get a little worn out talking. At least I don't have one of the jobs one of the people I know do. He's a audiobook recorder. Can you imagine the amount of talking you have to do for that job? I think my throat would quit in a week. Here's another joke for you, Max. A man was staggering home drunk in the early hours of the morning when he was stopped by a police officer. "Just where are you going at this time of night?" asked the officer. "I'm going to a lecture," slurred the drunk. "And who's going to give such a lecture at this hour?" "My wife." Yeah, Probably. Have fun, average. Good luck. Good luck. And my income's gonna plummet for a month or two, I bet. Actually, not that bad because I don't have a lot of grain, I guess. How are we doing now? Oh, we've fallen a little bit. That makes sense, actually. No, we don't want to be Defender of the Faith, but we will debase currency in a little bit. Meantime, though, I'm going to try and steer even more trade to the Chesapeake Bay. The funniest one yet. I don't know. Here's a good one. I wish I had some. What do you get when you divide the circumference of a pumpkin pie by its diameter? You get pumpkin pie. Wish I had some pumpkin pie. One downside of streaming is that you can't go get food when you get hungry. Okay, a little bit more that we can debase currency. Legalism. No. Might as well just get several claims going. Global trade has fired and I didn't get it. Darn. Oh, well, we should get it fairly rapidly, I'd imagine. Actually, it might take a while. Well, might have to do more development. I'm reasonably fine with that. Quick debase currency, though. Oh, and throw down a bunch more manufacturers. Because the next one after global trade is, if I remember, manufacturers, yes. Global trade started in London. What a shock. What a shock. I'm legitimately not surprised at all. Not even in the slightest. This is one that could take quite a while to actually spread it to my lands. Once I get it, it will go quickly, but until then, it could take a while. Concentrating pretty much all my development down here in the Texas area. We'll see how it works in the end, I guess. Here's one. 2 college students were talking about food while sitting in their dormitory. I've got a cookbook, said one, but I've never been able to use it. Why not, asked the other. Were the recipes too hard? Not really, but each of them began the same way. Take a clean dish. Yeah, take a clean dish. Yeah, that was a problem at college, I will say. Yeah, I'll take the admin, I guess. Now, a little bit of global trade coming in. Oh, one more I can get trade power higher, that would help quite a bit. There we go, 63 per month, that'll work. Yeah, I don't have a stock exchange, and I won't have one for a while, I bet. Redevelopment. What does the Alliance network look like? Oh! We are actually gonna have a war! Awesome. Finally. At least I think we're gonna have a war. We gonna have a war? Yes, we are going to have a war. We are going to start a fight over English Columbia because England only has one ally. And it's Zurich, of all places. So, we should easily win that one. We want... Oh, we'll just say we want Coro, I guess. Oh, wait. Okay, Portugal can join me in the war. I don't know if I want Portugal to join me in the war, though. I'm going to say no, actually. I won't have Portugal join me. I know Portugal probably would join me. But I don't know if I actually want them to. Now I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here, because this could be a bit of an annoying war. Assuming Great Britain actually comes to their aid, which they don't actually appear to be doing. Okay, well, now I can overwhelm English Columbia with apparently no opposition. Okay. Well, you know what time it might be? It might be time to start building a fleet if I can easily take over the land provinces without a fight. Where did I actually start building things? There we go. Okay. Do it this way. There we go. 25 heavy ships. That'll be a start of a good navy, I think. It's just a matter of walking in and taking over English Columbia, I guess. This feels way too easy, but if England's not going to help, it's that easy. Fair enough. Well, if I can take over all of this, this will give us quite a boost to the region's control, and it should be easy, 22% war score. You know, I can just keep splitting my armies in half for a while and still have enough strength to win fights. Well, more land is good land, I guess. But I'm not opposed to taking over all this land. Rich. I don't know how to actually say it, that's my best guess. Probably like Utrecht or something. Not having spoken Germany or visited the regions, it's just an entire guess. Feel free to actually let me know what the actual pronunciation is. On anything I say wrong to some degree. Some, of course, are just regional pronunciations. Someone was after me the other day for saying popple rather than papal. But that's actually how people say it where I'm from, so. No, I wonder. Oh, I can't vassalize English Columbia. Darn. I was going to say I could vassalize them and see what would happen. That is if the game could accommodate a colony being a vassal of someone else. There we go. Complete annexation of English Columbia. Just like that, we're a dominant power in South America, too. For some reason, I feel that should have been a lot harder than it was. Holding on to it might be the real challenge. Anyhow. Since we don't have any cheaper coring costs, because I didn't decide to go that, this is going to take a while to core. Or not, because we're actually going to be able to get more admin support. Or, yeah. Start. Have I not spoken Germany? What? No. Let's see how much England hates me now that I killed their colonial nation. They actually don't hate me anymore. Okay. If I were to go against Spain. Spain only has one ally too. Oh, okay. I might actually be able to expand quite a bit here. I just gotta actually rebuild my Diplo power from taking land I didn't have claims on. And of course rebuild my admin power. Having not been to Germany and not spoken German. Sorry. Utrecht. Utrecht? Utrecht? I have no idea. No idea. That's my best guess. Sorry if that's wrong, but I don't speak German. No speak in Germany. Like, no speaky Americana, which is, of course, a bit of a joke against Hispanics. So I apologize if anyone was offended, but that's a stereotype, which is never a good thing. The only language I know how to speak with any skill at all other than English, which I'm not even that skilled in English, would probably be Spanish. I can at least read it, so there's something. There we go. Progress is being made on that front. Huh. Interesting. Have I exceeded the limits of the Siberian frontier somehow? No, because I'm able to do it there. Weird. But maybe I just don't have these. Oh, they're not completed. Oh, okay. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah. A trick is Dutch. There we go. Strong treasury. Take that. If I have 20 manufactories, I can get a huge amount of money. Wish I knew how many I've actually built. It really doesn't give you a good indication to manufacturers. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I might be going over 20 soon. Really, the income is not so huge it's needed, but how are we doing institution-wise? D8, ugh. Quite a ways still to go. All I know about German and Dutch is that the Germans sound like they want to speak Dutch, and the Dutch sound like they would want to speak Hollandish. And it's very confusing. There we go. Alaska is almost colonized. In the meantime, our name is looking very magnificent. Yeah, could probably pick a fight with Spain now. Oh, they actually have more troops than I do. But are they in another war? They are in another war. Time to go beat up Spanish Peru, I think. Let's hope Spain doesn't come to their aid. They might not, considering they're in a separate war, but you never know. Did they? They didn't! Okay, there's Spanish Peru. The Spanish Peru gone. I must have messed them all up with the truces and everything. Part of the reason why I do it, in case people are wondering. And the Dutch are colonizing now. Actually, if people are interested, Utrecht. Okay, Utrecht. Okay, I can say that better. Thanks, Max. Utrecht. Much easier. Assuming I'm getting that even right. Utrecht. I'll remember that. Utrecht. If people are interested, I'd be more than interested to know how you actually say hello in different languages. I know stuff like Guten Tag and Hola and stuff. But I don't actually know what hello is in Dutch, I don't believe. Or what even Dutch is called in Dutch. Sort of like how Spanish is Español in Spanish. But English is English in English, which is a bit interesting. I doubt German is German in German. That would be my rough guess. German is not German in German. Hello? Really? Really? I wonder if that's where hello came from. Or that might be... Is Dutch considered Germanic? Or is it Latin? Because I know English and German are Germanic language, sister languages. But is Dutch part of that, or is Dutch just Latin in base? Because that's really interesting. Hello. Hello. Nederlands. Nederland. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Nederland. Not Holland. Nederland. Interesting. Do we have any other language speakers other than just Dutch and English? I'm really curious. This is a really easy war without Spain being involved. Almost scarily easy. Shouldn't be this simple, but it is. Oh, Guyana. Huh, interesting. I didn't remember that. Oh, I guess that wasteland is there. I'm just used to seeing that region too. Oh. Interesting. Let's raise... Utrecht. The one Turkish guy. Yeah, I'd be kind of curious to know what Turkish is in Turkish and how one says hello in Turkish. I'm always curious of this stuff. Of course, some people consider it, you know, offensive to try and say hello to people in their own language, but I mean, I guess if you're not English, saying hello to somebody in English makes a lot of sense. For some reason I thought Spanish La Plata was involved, but nope, they're still involved in the other war. It's literally hello too. German is Deutsch. Oh, I can't say that. Deutsch. I know how to say it. Yes, I have heard it before. I just can't say it. Huh. Interesting. West Germanic language. Interesting. Yeah, I figured it would. I mean, England and the Netherlands and that whole region, which I think has, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the whole lowlands region there is like the most different countries in history have owned that area. Been dozens of different countries over the years. Been a lot going on with them and the English over the centuries. I guess it makes sense when you're only across the English Channel, which is really not that far of a distance compared to, you know, the Atlantic. West Germanic. Interesting. I'll remember that. And obviously the French make a lot of sense because they're right on the border. Now, the big question is, Max, do the people in Belgium speak Dutch? Or Nederland? Interesting. Cool. Because I did know I did know there were isn't there like Wallonian or stuff there too? So I wasn't sure if the Belgians spoke Dutch. Kind of begs the question though, if the Belgians speak Dutch, why aren't they part of the Netherlands? I don't know. Probably has something to do with the Spanish and the Austrians. When in doubt in history of why weird countries are where they are, blame colonialization. If you're blaming colonialization, the odds are it's the Dutch. Not the Dutch, it's the Spanish. Rarely the Dutch. Well, in fact, we have New York is because of the Dutch. And half of... Oh, Dutch is an official language in 6 nations. Belgium and Flanders, yeah. Interesting. Only reason I know about that is because I was playing a Hearts of Iron mod the other day that had the Wallonian question, I think it was. Fascinating, though. Do I want to waste that, though? For 10% production efficiency, I might save it till we get closer to the actual 500, and then I can get a huge boost of production. I don't really need the money, so... Interesting. Deal with the UK. Really? The UK? Would that be because of New Orange? I thought it was called New Netherlands. Really? And if it was called New Orange, that would be because of the House of Orange, I'd imagine. Which I believe is still the Dutch royal family, right? That's a pretty long-reigning royal family, then. It beats the English, for sure. The English have had so many different monarchs. Wow, if I take that land aggressive expansion. You know what? I'm going to do it. We are going to go massively overextended here. Actually, it said 300, only 140. Lying game. Why are you lying to me, game? Nowhere near as bad as I thought it was. We're gonna have rebellions like you wouldn't believe, but... Finish off an entire Spanish colony in a single war, I'll take that. Walloon, similar to Dutch, other speaks French. Interesting. The House of Orange-Nassau, yeah. That's what I figured it was. Going back all the way to William, Prince of Orange, right? Of the House of Orange, yeah, obviously. Okay, Mupachi, I guess, although I'm going to have to wait for this war. How many rebellions am I going to be suffering through? Hopefully I don't regret this. I don't think I will. That was a pretty big gain. Interesting. That actually has something to do with the UK then. Fascinating. Yeah, I know there's cultural differences even with languages. I mean, look at the United States. The United States does not have one culture as much as the rest of the world might think. There's an entirely different culture between northern North America, northern United States and southern United States, and then of course there's the East-West divide, and then there's a lot of different culture groups in the Americas. But then again, we are a melting pot nation, so, or we were. We're kind of doing our best to stop that these days, it seems. I'm glad to hear it, Average. Because of Napoleon. Thank you, Average. I appreciate the continuous positive reinforcement. Nice to hear. At this rate, I get to hear it once a day, which is nice. Bad reputation, yeah, obviously. We're gonna have lots of penalties coming. I have to suffer through this for 3 years. Oh, yay. Not fun at all. Is it like Republican and Democratic culture? No, it's pretty different. Those are political parties, but yes, it tends to divide itself among cultural lines. California, by the way, is like a third of the United States population, so it has pretty much its own culture. The other divides in it, the easiest way to think of it is if you go and look at the American Civil War, which, by the way, in case people don't know, has the single bloodiest civil war in terms of population killed. Something like 1/3 of everybody in the U.S. died in that war, or more in terms of the men. If you go and look at the U.S. Civil War between the North and the South, that's kind of the way there's a big cultural divide. You've got the sort of what was the Union has a culture, and you've got what used to be the Confederacy have a culture. California is kind of on its own, but lately the Midwest has developed its own culture. And obviously my wonderful homeland of New England up here has a very different culture from the rest of the US. We're very English, which is why some people have asked me if I'm from England on the YouTube channel. No, I am in fact not from England, despite the fact I could sound like I'm from England. It would be fascinating being from England. No. The cultural divide in the US is growing only more severe as the time goes on, which contributes to part of the instability in the US currently. Okay, English Columbia. Good. And you're in nice 2 manageable groups for me. We've almost hit 3,000 development. We've got about 221 years to get 300 more income. Well, at this rate, if we get 1 income a year, we won't make it. If we get about 2 a year, we'll make it. Or 2 a year. I suspect that's probably manageable. 2 a year. Oh, the rebel sentiment. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. That's over in Mexico, of all places. Where are we looking at? I have to hunt down a lot of little rebel groups. Before stability return. Less unrest, the better right now. Oh, 1 more year to deal with. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect them to run that direction. Did they wipe each other out? I thought there were 2 rebel stacks. Did they somehow wipe each other out? That would be really weird if they did. Huh. Hey, we actually have global trade in a couple of our provinces now. Coalition, of course. Yes, I'm not worried about the coalition. The coalition is controllable. I'm more worried about rebel groups. Not too surprised they're that angry, considering we took out the largest amount of Spanish development in the South Americas. I don't think Castilian Brazil was as developed. I mean, it's pretty bad land, 3 development provinces. Where are you? Aztec separatist. Oh. Might have to go deal with you. And of course the guy dies. Like Republican Democratic culture. I mean, yes, there is a Republican and Democratic difference in culture to some degree. But more along the lines it's regional. Because you have places in New York City, which is a very liberal region, that are conservative and have Republican representatives, but they all have the same culture, so that makes sense. Or at least similar enough. Oh, yes, I forgot. Oh, that's another colony done. Not bad. You'll deal with that. Oh, it might actually be easier to have you deal with that. How long will the stream go on for? I'm going to go till 3 hours, and then I'll stop. At this point, I've already passed 2.5 hours. Might as well go all the way to 3. Where in the world are you? Oh, another rebellious group in this region, I think. I really should probably focus more on actually when I'm playing. I'm more busy talking to people. Oh well, that's what happens when you stream. Or at least if you stream well, in my opinion. There we go, another group wiped out. And the overextension is going to disappear soon. And we've now hit the age of absolutism. Awesome. That is actually an age in which we can really prosper. Annoyingly enough, we don't actually have any of this. And of course, if people are watching and haven't subscribed, please do that. Gives me much more an incentive to stream. And no, that does not mean unsubscribe and then resubscribe, because that's just an annoying move. Okay. Another advisor. Probably should actually try and finish expansion ideas at some point. I've been a bit lazy, haven't I? And Great Britain circumnavigated the globe. Well done, Great Britain. How annoying. Speaking of annoyingness, how are we doing here? Halfway down. Okay. The cost of putting down new Siberian frontiers is actually really expensive. Or at least it's gotten to that point. Nice. Smart like you. You speaks good American. Yeah. Well educated. The American education system could do with some improvement, to put it mildly. I saw somewhere the other day that only like 48% of Americans can find the US on a map. The majority of other ones think it's Russia. Yeah. Kind of sad. Different climates entirely. And entirely different hemispheres too, which is even worse. How are we doing here? Oh, actually get a frontier there. Okay. We're definitely going to end up taking over North and South America at this rate. The Caribbean will take longer. Caribbean will take quite a bit longer. Because I actually have to have a navy to take the Caribbean. And while I am building one, it's going to take a while. And I'm in no particular rush to build the navy too, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Yay, first absolutism. Once I get some money, we'll start throwing down some universities. Probably mothball forts, though. Actually, I can't do universities yet. I don't have a high enough tech. Next tech level, I can do universities. I just gotta get there first. At least we're keeping up in tech reasonably well. Considering we're now, development-wise, equivalent to half of Europe, despite being a lot larger than Europe. Well, probably less than half of Europe if you include France. France alone is doing very well. Very, very well. They've advanced into the HRE, they've advanced into Spain, and they've pretty much killed Savoy. They still have yet to kick the English out of France, though. Which, in retrospect, is rather weird, considering the game has a mission for them to do so. See what the religious map mode looks like. Anglican and a very, very Protestant HRE. Is there any Reformed faith? I don't see a Reformed faith at all. That's fascinating. The HRE actually has imperial growth, everyone. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. The HRE should not get positive imperial authority. Well, not at peace. Oy, oy, oy. We might actually see an HRE this game. Assuming, of course, France doesn't kill it in the meantime. Which, seeing how good France is doing, is a very viable possibility. I sure don't hope I don't get into a fight with someone like France, just to march my armies back. The fight in North America is going to take forever. We got about 15 or so more minutes for the stream. I think in the scheme of things, though, that was a pretty good 3-hour stream in terms of conquering land and expanding the empire. And of course, stealing tech constantly from the Ottomans. Most people forget that building a spy network is really useful if you're behind in tech. I just wish if you were terribly behind in institutions, it would start to spread the institution to your land. But I guess that's what knowledge sharing is supposed to do. Speaking of institutions, how are we doing? Not particularly well. That's a shame. Why aren't we doing so well? You're doing better than you are. Interesting. Should speak of knowledge sharing and get knowledge sharing. Interesting. So I'm going to talk about $1 million for a little while. Yeah, it would be nice if, you know, somehow I got that from, like, France in this game or something. That would be a really handy thing. Doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, 1 million ducats or so. It would help me finance some educational reforms in the empire. Yeah, it'd be a good thing if you did it, France, because it'd be really useful. Darn. That was ironic, though, me talking about it and all of a sudden getting knowledge sharing. Considering I don't think Portugal likes me that much. Yeah, I've got a +4 relation with Portugal. I probably should try and improve that. So I can keep them around as an ally. They really want my land though, don't they? Despite having 100 favors with them, they still don't like me that much. Still don't like me much at all. You know what? I think I gotta spend some monarch points up here to get an actual bridge going through this region. Doesn't make much difference where I actually develop in this area, but it'll get it relatively fast in my capital region. That should push me over 10% of my development, but then I'm going to have quite an uphill battle to raise enough money to actually get it. Yeah, I might as well debase currency now. We do lose absolutism, but at this point I only had 1 absolutism, so it's not a problem. There we go, another colony done. Lovely. Another center of trade under our control. Seem to be making quite a push for every center of trade possible. Oh, good. I can actually get rid of some of these cultures for good. I know I have a age event for having a multicultural nation, but if I can get rid of them so I make them all just Prussian culture, then I don't have to deal with any rebellions if I get too large. And I don't like dealing with rebellions. Suriname is apparently finished as a colony. What in the world is Suriname? Oh, colony or core? Might have been a core. Kodiak. There we go. Well, if you ever get attacked by a grizzly bear up there, you might say it's a Kodiak moment. Go. Dutch are being very slow at colonizing this area. Bad for the Dutch. They're gonna miss out on all the riches of Brazil. Historically accurate, I guess, because I guess the Dutch really didn't do too much in the Brazilian area. Shame they lost New Amsterdam, though. It'd be very interesting to see what would have happened to a US with a bit more of a Dutch culture. Or even a US that hadn't, a UK that hadn't lost control over the Netherlands. That would also be an interesting alternate history. William and Mary, the last successful conquest of the British Isles. So I guess you could say, Max, that the Dutch did in fact conquer the UK. Something like land fire damage dealt. I have land fire damage reduction. You might be typing the wrong place. I don't think so. I believe it's just land. I could double check though. Yeah, it's under land. Or at least land fire damage. I don't know about fire damage reduction though. Huh. Not entirely clear. Do ships have fire? I don't know if ships actually technically have fire or shock though, so I'm gonna say it's probably not gonna function that way. Whoops! That's not good. That's not good at all. France joined the coalition against me. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I hope we get another year by. I would hate it if Spain joined the coalition as well. Truth enough, other colonial nations have joined, but they actually haven't. I also probably should up my military. As much as I would hate to waste that much money again. Okay, new army to be raised. Ow. That sheer amount of money lost. Really? The Netherlands had the top part of Brazil? I know they had the Guyana stuff. I know they had, what was it, Dutch Guyana. But I guess this part isn't technically part of the Brazil anyhow, right? This is part of Colombia, apparently. Oh, actually, this part is part of Brazil. But I believe Suriname, British Guiana, Dutch Guiana, and Suriname are up here. Interestingly, though. Yes, I forgot all about that. 4,764. That's a bit expensive, isn't it? Probably also shouldn't mothball my fort. If we can just make it to January, we'll be safe from Spain, I hope. I hope. Although, if the Dutch colonies attack me, wouldn't that call in Spain? I wonder. Ah. Oh, we'll see. Oh, they lost in a war versus Portugal. Interestingly, I didn't know the Dutch and the Portuguese ended up fighting a war. What war was that? Was that part of like the 50 or 80 years war in Europe? A little bit curious now. What war did the Dutch and Portuguese fight? I didn't think the Portuguese really fought too many wars for their colonial empire. Supposed to show you what I know. I could take a couple loans and then just pay them off. These places I get the global trade must be just centers of trade in general. There must be more development than the average one. Interesting. Very interesting. Not that it helps much. But it is interesting. That event where you got to give the merchants tons of money. Not my favorite event. Free development. I think that might be the cheapest development one. Okay, you know what? I think I'll just take loans. We're 30 gold short. I just took like $4,000 ducats worth of loans and we're 40 gold short. There we go though. I think we just passed over it. Thanks to one of our advisors dropping dead. Go. New cavalry, that's nice. Leather cannons, gallop cavalry. We're definitely going to want as much mercantilism as we can get. are you dying? Oh, you're dying there. Huh. Portugal was helped by Spain, the Netherlands by England. That must have been part of the whole Protestant Catholic struggle in Europe, I'm going to guess then. Because that would be the real only time that Spain particularly was willing to kill England. Or I guess Napoleon could have been there too, but I imagine it was pre-Napoleon. Oh, come on, give me a contribution. Anyhow, we got 3 minutes more on this, so if anyone has anything to say or ask, let me know. Or you can wander onto the Discord and ask me there. I do keep a pretty close eye on it. Probably shouldn't, but I do. Either that or you can ask our Marquis Max and he will let you know. 1602, good to see. Karumba done. Karumba, for some reason, sounds like it has something to do with the vacuum cleaner. But I imagine that's just a coincidence. Or the dance, the Roomba. That's Rumba, not Roomba. Whatever. I kind of want to take the Bahamas from England. Or even take Bermuda from Spain. Bermuda is a really weird island, in the sense that it's in the middle of the Atlantic. Right up there with the Azores. Bit unusual. The remains of old volcanoes, I would guess. We can have another idea group. I think I might take influence idea. I have no vassals. Not going to have any, but the prestige and the aggressive expansion impact could be nice. Plus the unjustified demands will save me the diplo power in the long run anyway. We'll see if we actually get that before the stream's over. I might go until I get that. Ooh, draft ships for war. Yes, please. We got all about that mechanic. $3,000 almost gold needed. Probably more like 2,900, but that would actually pay off our loan. I mean, I'm not hurting even with loans, but still. It's kind of the principle of the thing, getting rid of loans. Another colony, or another frontier, technically. These frontiers are crazy at spreading. I suspect now I'm probably actually slower than an actual colonist. Go, we will get our first idea tree and diplomatic going, and we should be good. And on that note, because apparently we have an epidemic in our land, this stream will be brought to an end because we don't want to deal with a plague anytime soon. So thank you guys all for watching. It's fun to have you. And congratulations on the nobility promotion there, Max. And unless things change, I'll see people again on Saturday with another live stream. And hopefully during the week with videos. So anyhow, bye for now.